Hi guys, Gypsy Wolf. I hope everybody's doing amazing. I'm having a day. Alright guys, I'm sorry. It's just been a week. Don't mind me. Alright, so this video is going to be about the different forms of petition papers that can be done and when to use them and each spell, things like that. I'm not going to be including any spells with the petition papers, but explaining to you why we have so many different forms of petition papers and what types of spells that we're going to be using them in. Okay, so that way when you're reading maybe a book and it tells you to write a petition paper, you know what to do. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've had that kind of a day. I need my vodka tonic. I do. That's that kind of a day. It's been a week. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I digress. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you 3 of the most, I'd say, common forms of petitions. And the first one that I want to show you isn't super common. It's primarily used in love, lust, and reconciliation types of magics. And it's really fun, really simple, and that's why I want to show it to you. Okay, because it's not well known and I feel like it should be, and I really want to share it with everybody. Alright, so you want to take your piece of paper. You know me, I love my brown paper bag, but if you don't have that, regular paper, excuse me, is perfectly fine. Because we are working with love and lust magic, if you can use a red pen or marker, even better, but if not, that's perfectly fine too. So what we are going to do for this, like I said, this is going to be a petition used in a spell to bring 2 people together, okay? To either see eye to eye, to be more lustful towards one another, to love one another, things like that, okay? So we're going to take this. We are going to take our target's name, full name, and date of birth. We're going to write it at the top. So we're going to say our target's name is John Smith, or let's say John Doe Smith, because you want to use the middle name. So John Doe Smith. And like I said, you want to use date of birth. So let's just say he was born 11/11/1911. And we want to do this 3 times, okay? Or, you know what, you could just do it once. It could work just once, but let's just do it 3 times to be on the safe side, okay? But like I said, you can do it just one time with this one type of petition. John Doe Smith, 11/11/1911. John Doe Smith, 11/11/1911. Okay, so we have his name written 3 times and his birth date 3 times. Now, what we are going to do with this piece of paper, we are going to turn it 1 time to our right and again to our right, because we are going to want to write our name and date of birth 3 times. So we'll just say Jane Doe Smith. We'll say she has the same birth date, 11/11/1911. Okay, I'm going as quickly as I can. Jane Doe Smith, 11/11/1911. And again, Jane Doe Smith, 11/11/1911. All right, perfect. So, like I said, you can just write each other's name 1 time if that would be easier for you, depending on the size of your paper, okay? So as you can see, we've got Jane Doe here, John Smith here. what we want to create now is a mirror for the two of them to be face to face. And we want to use a sweetening agent, right? Because if this is a love or lust or reconciliation spell, duh, right? Let's sweeten each other up. So I'm going to be using a little bit of honey. All right. Now, you can bless and empower this paper, this name paper, this petition, whatever you want to call it. All right. I'm not going to go into all of that in this video. All right. If you want to see me do that, ask me and I will do it in another video. So what I'm going to do, if you can see here, guys, I'm going to put some honey on Jane Doe and on John Doe, or John Smith, sorry. Doesn't matter how you do it. Doesn't have to be any specific way. The honey is just attracting, it's sweetening. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the honey on there. My God, I love honey. Love it. All right, so we have the honey on there because we want to bring in this either love, lust, or reconciliation. We want to take this petition paper and fold it once towards us. Now be careful, we put a lot of honey on here because it will get a little bit messy. Okay, so once towards us, one more time to the right towards us, and then the third time to the right towards us. So good. All right, so this type of petition, like I said, told you when it's a good time to use it. My hands are so sticky. Guys, can you excuse me one moment? I gotta rinse my hands. Give me one sec. Oh my goodness. I got honey all over. Thank you. Okay. So this petition is great for being used in all types of love and lust magic. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to go into the types of spells. I'm just showing you how to write certain types of petitions. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. All right, that one is probably one of the easiest and one of my favorites. The next one of the most common. It's a type of domination petition. Okay, so let's pretend for this one there's someone that's bullying you, whether it be at work, school, wherever. Okay, I feel like this is going to give you a good idea of how to use this type of petition. All right, so again, take a piece of paper. What you want to do is write the name of your target in an odd number, whether it's 3, 7, 9, or 13. However, I would suggest 3 or 9 when it comes to this. So I'm going to do it 3 times for the sake of the time of the video. So the person that's giving you a hard time, I'm sure it's hard to get their birth date, but if you can get it, that's great. But we'll just write their name, and even if you don't know their name, if they're really messing with you, you can just write, you know, the chicken sales that's, you know, harassing me. Leave it that simply. But what I'm going to do is say, let's see. I'll write it down. Let's say, Mark Doe. Mark Doe. Mark Doe. Mark Doe. So I wrote it 3 times, okay, on this paper. Now, what we want to do next is turn it to our left, because this is a bully. This is someone we want to send away. So we turn it to our left, And we are going to cross out this person's name with our name, okay? So I'll use my name, no problem. Megan. I'm not giving you my last name, guys, sorry. Megan. But yes, my first name is Megan. And again, Megan. Alright, so we're going to cross out the bully's name after we turn it to the left with our name. Okay, so you can see that there. Now, you're going to turn it one more time to your left, and you're going to write a command 3 times. Say this person is gossiping about you, being a complete dick. Many people do that. I deal with it a lot. So we can write a simple command 3 times. Let's say, stop gossiping about me. So we can write that 3 times here. I'll bring you guys down, okay? Stop gossiping. Stop gossiping. Stop gossiping. Perfect. I'll bring it back up. All right, that's a really good commanding petition. Now, you could put something, you know, if you're trying to get somebody away from you, you could put something on this petition paper like hot foot powder. I do have a video on how to make hot foot powder. You can check that out. I just don't have any here at the moment. You could use black pepper, cayenne pepper, chili pepper, you name it. Anything, you know, fiery, hot. What I do have to show you just as an example is my banishment oil. Okay. And I do have a video on how to make it. Go ahead and check that out. It's really awesome. This stuff kicks butt. So, if you are using an oil, I wouldn't go so far, guys, as to use like a Dark Arts or Doom oil for something like this if they're just harassing you, okay? You want to get this oil in your dominant hand. You can pray over it, all that, whatever you want to do. You want to put it in a 5-star pattern. So I'm going to bring you down again, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I like to... I know I'm not actually doing this, but like it's almost habit at this point. This is actually the names of some people I am working for, so it's like a booster spell, I guess. Okay, so we want to get this bully away from us, so we're going to take this paper, fold it away from us, then we are going to turn it to the left, away from us, again to the left, and away from us. Okay? This can be used in a freezer spell. It can be used in all kinds of spells. Really fun. Like, really easy, really fun, all that. Now, the last type of petition that I'm going to show you is a very basic, you're writing down what you want to come to fruition. So, let's say you're doing a money spell, okay? And, let's say you need an extra $300 by the end of the month to pay your rent. Okay, let's get into that. If you've got a green marker or pen or pencil or whatever, use it if you got it. But if not, totally fine. I'm just going to be using this regular old pen. What you're going to be doing in a petition like this is just basically stating what you need and make sure it is in the present tense. Don't say, I want X, Y, and Z. Say, I will have, or I have, okay? So, like I said, let's say you need an extra $300 to pay your rent by the end of the month. Okay, let's say you need it by the 30th of the month. We want to, like, be safe and, like, get a little bit before that, okay? So, you want to take, again, a petition paper, your pen. Let's go down again, and we're going to say, I have an extra $300 in my bank account by, and we want to be safe, so let's get it in there a little bit sooner, right? By January 28th, 2020. And when you're done writing this, you want to sign it like it's a check. It doesn't matter if this has to do with money or not. Whatever you are asking for at the end of this, sign it like it's a check. Okay? Alright, and actually saw my real name, but that's what it's going to look like, okay? Now, if it is involving money, I would highly recommend money oil or using basil, cinnamon, something like that to put on your paper. I don't have any of that here yet again. Don't have anything. It's driving me nuts. But I'm actually really enjoying learning how to get creative. So I have a little bit of sugar. Sugar is great for attracting anything. So we can take this petition paper. All right, and we can put a little bit of our sugar in here. Okay. I do a lot of Reiki movements when it comes to my spell work. If you want to know more about that, let me know. All right, so because we are drawing this into us, you want to fold it once towards us, to the right, again towards us, and one more time towards us after turning to the right. This would be great to just throw into a honey jar. I mean, there are so many ways to use petitions, guys. So many ways. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description. Oh, not description. The comments down below. No question is stupid. We have all started out in the craft at some point, and I really am enjoying teaching everybody. It makes me feel really good. I hope I'm helping some people. And if you're new to my channel and you like this, please hit the subscribe and join this witchy community because we're like a little coven. It's really fun. We all help each other out. We all talk and, you know, share ideas and things like that. And if you're joining me yet again, guys, thank you. You know how much you mean to me, and it touches my heart. And anyway, guys, this chick needs to go get some sleep. This little witch can't hold on much longer. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I'm going to try to hit you guys up later on in this week. And until then, blessed be.